Thanks for coming. Been a while. You look well. Considering what I hear about your exploits, that's an impressive feat. Back to... So, some old friends called in a favor, and here I am. I came here looking for Borg, but the real problem turned out to be sabotage. Orion smugglers fouled up the long-range array, but they left the short-range sensors intact. I have plenty of... Still a concern. If they're sizing up this quadrant as an incursion zone, we need to know about it. I have a few ideas on upgrading the sensor arrays, making them harder to disable and better at spotting... With your assistance, I can complete the modifications quickly. Good. Now that we have a working array, our next step will be initiating the new security program. Reading a massive energy surge. We're being scanned. Something's...
Warning, ship is under attack.
Oh, that was unpleasant. Still, there are no damage reports, no casualties. Scanning. According to astrometrics, we were catapulted several hundred light years from Trailus to the Excalibur system. Here's some facts to go along with those legends. In the 23rd century, Excalbians abducted the USS Enterprise and subjected some of her crew to a series of combats. Feels that way to me. I doubt they dragged us all the way out here to have a ractogeno and talk about baseball. There's one way to find out for sure: hail them and see what they want. I can boost the signal once the ship is in a standard orbit. Assuming the Excalbians are in a talking mood, we should have answers soon.
We are receiving your signal. On behalf of the Excalbian people, I bid you welcome. Yes, I suppose that would be a bit of a surprise. You'll pardon me for that, I hope. So, that is a complicated matter, I'm afraid. I think it would be easier to discuss it face to face. Welcome, friends. I do hope the local climate is to your liking.
The climate's fine. It's our abduction that we have a problem with, friend.
My apologies. It was not an action of my choosing, I can assure you.
Your presence is required for a matter of great importance.
Greater than conversations with dead presidents?
Long ago, the two of us were involved in a study, if you will.
An evaluation of two concepts, good and evil. The initial results were ultimately inconclusive.
The debate has continued since that time.
We now seek a final resolution.
What does that have to do with us, exactly?
You have been chosen as advocates for the concept of good.
But you will not face it alone.
Hello. Looks like we have a lot of work to do here.
That's putting it mildly.
You have questions. I will attempt to clarify, Aren't. In this trial, you will be accompanied by associates that we have created for you. You will confront a variety of situations in opposition to evil forces. If we find violent conflicts produce pure examples of good and evil, failure to participate will be seen as your endorsement of the supremacy of evil. The trial awaits you. Proceed through the portal behind me.
I think we need to be cautious when dealing with the Excaliburians. They're a lot like Q, minus a sense of humor. For now, I say we play their game and stay in one piece. Look for opportunities to swing things in our favor.
Michael Burnham, of the USS Discovery. Judging by your uniforms, I'd say I'm in the future. The last thing I remember was preparing for battle with my crew. Over 150 years. To address your original question, I wish I had all the answers.
Take heart, my friends. Yarnik has a forceful personality, but his voice is not the only one heard here. Well said. And as one of your allies here, I have a warning for you. Please accompany me. Beyond that portal, the first trial awaits. Good luck, my friends.
My tricorder's showing a Class M tropical biome. By the look of things, this world is under attack.
This is a safe position for now, but that could change soon. We need to get to cover fast.
This didn't happen long ago. Some of the bodies are still warm. Romulans. The Romulans are...
These Romulans are Tal Shiar, members of a covert military intelligence force.
This one was killed by heavy plasma weaponry. Strange.
Makes sense. The Iconians were allies of the Tal Shiar at this time. They were probably fighting at their side.
Some kind of constructs. They're using anti-proton weapons.
Arrows. Not a good sign. HCR and Herald's fighting Riemann combat squads. Wonderful.
So, these Riemans, they're on our side. Good to know.
You there! I would speak with you! Your timing is fortuitous, my old friend. My resistance forces are closing in on Hakiv's laboratory. But the lab is not far from here. If we can fight our way past the guards, we can put it...
Looks like there's another tactical force field blocking the way. This Hakiv really doesn't want to be interrupted.
It may not be in an obvious place. Check the nearby buildings and rooftops. You might be able to block transporters, Obasek, but I doubt you can block a functional Iconian gate.
Ambush! Look out!
Enemy target on center. Flanking damage detected. Shield losing power.
good of you to join us today. I've dreamed of ridding the galaxy of your stench for some time. And now, with the Iconians at my side, that dream shall become a reality.
This ends now, Hakiv. No amount of Iconian or Tal Shiar scum will stop me.
We have bigger problems. The Iconian gate is still online, remember? Hakiv can bring in Iconian reinforcements as long as it is.
Then let's shut it down. Keep Hakiv and his forces busy while we work, or this trial will end.
He has a stealth field. Spread out. Find him.
You think you've stopped me? The Iconians already know. They know everything.
I don't care. Blood calls for blood, Hakiv.
No, not like this. You're better than this. If you do this, it won't be justice. It'll be murder. You don't have to do this.
He must pay for what he's...
Morialität!
All right, what's the call? Help Obasek or catch Hakiv?
Obasek's in bad shape.
Hakiv's getting away. If he leaves through a gateway, he could
Rest easy, friends. This part of the trial has reached its conclusion. There's a...
At a critical moment, you move to save Obasek's life. Because of this, Hakiv escapes and...
To callously leave an ally to die upon the battlefield is not
The trial continues. Proceed through the nearby portal when you are ready to begin.
Come this way for your next trial.
Any idea where we are? I haven't seen anything like this.
Yes, some of this tech is very advanced, most likely from the future. Anorex was heavily modified after a scientist named Noy stole it.
Enemy target on personal shield losing power.
Damage control teams. The ship's been in a rough fight.
Shield losing power.
looks like some kind of command station.
Secure the area. We might be able to find useful data here.
The sphere builders grow suspicious of my inquiries. I believe they begin to realize what... Krog becomes impatient, despite her successful recovery of the Tox Utat and the restoration of the Nakul. My plan to recruit Admiral Lita to the Temporal Liberation Front was a success. Keeping her loyalty, however, is quite... The petty squabbles over the Tox Utat have become tiresome. First Krog, and now Azure and Boratis. They growl and demand and...
Funny, I've been to Procyon 5. It's unremarkable. In our time, at least. And on the bridge of the enemy flagship, no less. Judging by the look of things, the battle may not be going well for this temporal...
We should leave. By now, we've been detected by their security systems.
There's a turbo lift down this way.
Enemy targets on Azure. Shield losing power.
This door here.
I'm detecting a massive buildup of temporal energy ahead.
Yeah, along with multiple life forms, all armed.
Shield losing power. Breaking damage detected.
Nice try. But we're done here.
Shield losing power. Shield losing power.
haven't seen the last of me!
I see him. Noise on the upper platform.
Shield losing power.
Waste time as you see fit, Herman. It will be for naught.
Taking damage detected.
History shows you have a habit of meddling in the affairs of others.
We believe it is time to break you of that habit.
Here to parley? Or shall we just start shooting at one another? You. Apparently Daniels hasn't grown weary of plucking you out of time and sending you to vex me. How many times have I killed you now? 4? 5? Honestly, I've lost count. I will fight this battle again and again until I stand victorious!
I understand the need to bring back the ones we've lost.
Living in the past and exercising futility.
I will not be defeated. I control time itself. Enough! I will erase you all!
We can't control time! If anything, time controls us.
Deep, but wasted on Mori. His grief blinds into things like logic and truth.
I'm so close. I won't let you win.
Enemy target on sentry. Personal shield losing power. Personal shield losing power. Enemy target on sentry. Shield losing power. Making damage detected. Personal shield losing power.
The core is ready. I will end you and take my ship back in time.
You cannot stop our plan!
Shield losing power. Enemy target on sentry. Personal shield losing power. Making damage detected. Personal shield losing power.
No! No! I've come too far! This time I'll make sure you're never born! Even if I have to shoot you in the cradle!
Noi! Husband, please! You don't have to do this!
How can this be? You were lost.
I'm here now, husband.
Cloud.
Of course, this war needed to end, Noi.
Before it consumed us all. Noi was a...
She's got a point. Without Noi, without Anorex, the TLF will lack the power and leadership needed to fight the Alliance. The war will end.
This situation could have been avoided. He was finished. You didn't need... Maybe. This is a time ship. We should be able to generate a localized temporal spike and send ourselves back to a point before this whole situation...
No! I've come too far! This time I'll make sure you're never born! Even if I have to shoot you in the cradle!
Noi! Husband, please! You don't have to do this!
Noi, look out! She's a changeling!
Solids are irrational, fearful creatures. You cannot be trusted.
Enemy targets on sensor.
Imposter! How dare you!
The time has come. I speak for my forces, and I surrender. The battle of...
I believe that will be enough for this trial, my friends. Yarnik awaits our return. He will... Let's return.
Ended one life to save trillions, yet you undid her efforts to save a dangerous enemy. The Founder was killed. As a result, the Dominion falls to disarray.
To kill a man in cold blood, even an enemy, that comes with a terrible burden to bear for the executioner. Delivering Noi to justice was an admirable decision.
Your participation in the trial has been informative thus far, but we require more data to make our decision.
This way.
This place isn't familiar. Either of you know where we are?
I know where we are, I just don't know when. Knowing that...
Science officer's log. ESOF 4 was a test site for Section 3. We set up a plasma reactor to power...
This is a recent entry, but the area is deserted. We need to know more.
Science officer's log. Control found us. I need to get the steer data somewhere Control can't. If Tilly was here, she...
Everything matches up to the point where Discovery crashes. That's where things change, and for the worse. Do you have a question? We were so close to this. To failure. To death. We need to set up the phase discriminators at that console. Good. Now we need to prepare the stasis beams at that console. So far, so good. We need to use that console to prime the EMP next. Almost finished. Use that console to align the containment field. We've set up the trap. Now all it needs is the bait. Yes.
I've done all I can with these ancient phase discriminators.
We should have the power we need for this little stunt.
But we're only getting one shot, so make it count. No pressure.
Ready when you are, Commander.
Right. Do it.
Initiate sequence on my mark. In 5, 4.
3, 2. Wait, abort! Do not engage. Picking up a massive surge of tachyon radiation.
She's here! Do it! Do it now!
Activate the phase discriminators. Activating EMP.
What are you doing? We don't have time for this. Discovery is gone. We have to deal with it ourselves. We have to stop Control now, or it all ends.
Now we have 2 burn-ups. This will be interesting. I get the feeling you were expecting someone else.
Yes. My mother. She designed the suit with my father. Transfer the sphere data to my suit so I can take it into the future, where How? The sensor log said Discovery went down with all hands.
Struggle is pointless.
Control's using members of Discovery's crew as shock troops. If I leave the field, I'll return to the future. You'll have to fight Control without me. Control can't be killed with regular weapons. You need to do something unconventional. Try to magnetize the floor. It'll disrupt it. Weaken it and lure it to me. I'll distract it while you give it a magnetic shock. It'll take several shocks to finish it for good. Lead it to the platform! I've got its attention! Quick! Magnetize the floor! It worked! Do it again! magnetize the floor again! Good! One more shock should finish it off!
Personal shield losing power. Enemy target Personal shield losing power.
It's weakened! Lead it to the platform!
Personal shield losing power.
Hurry! Magnetize the floor! Finish it off!
It broke free. Everyone weaken it again. Now!
Personal shield losing power. Personal shield losing power. Personal shield losing power.
It's weakened! Lead it to the platform! Magnetize the floor! Finish it off!
Personal shield losing power.
Control is using nanites to take over the future version of me.
I can try to inoculate future Burnham with my own nanites.
Too risky. The suit could wind up trapped here.
I could do that, but losing that data, all of that knowledge gone forever. Consider this. The means of eliminating Control could be held within the sphere data as well. Deleting it could be a fatal mistake. Get ready. This is gonna sting. A lot.
Do it. That's a little more than a damn sting.
Get it right. Resistance is futile. It worked. The sphere data is secure with it. Unfortunately, we have a new problem. At the end, before it beamed out, I think... Yeah, and now there's a Borg control hybrid version of me running loose somewhere. Whatever the Excalbians are doing here needs to stop.
Rest easy. The trial of ESOP 4 has come to an end. My apologies, friends. Come along, my friends.
While we appreciate the pursuit of knowledge, we also realize that it can lead to catastrophe.
The future is a very mutable notion. It is a...
I have my concerns regarding this trial. Yarnik isn't a very impartial judge, and he's clearly a prominent figure in Excalbian society. If his opinion of our actions continues downward, the situation could become volatile.
I have been informed that Yarnik and the others wish to privately discuss the...
As much as I'd like to see what a ship of this time period is like, I feel like we should stay here.
I'm not as optimistic as Commander Burnham when it comes to the Excalbians. Returning... Looks like the Excalbians are ready to resume the trials. As you know, our participation is required, whether we like it or not. Under the circumstances, keeping them waiting isn't wise. Until next time. We need to finish the Excalbian trials. Looks like things have settled down for now.